Hello everyone, and welcome to another video on how to create dynamic views in SharePoint using the dynamic filters, the me and the today filter. And this is going to be specifically in Office 365 and SharePoint Online. So let's get started. On the topics today, what I'm going to cover in a little bit of detail is what is a list view, and specifically what is a filtered list view, meaning a list that contains multiple items, rows, and columns. How do you filter it so that you only see specific items? And in detail, I'm going to cover today how you can use the me filter and the today filter in conjunction with each other to create dynamic views that change based on the context. And what I mean by the today and the me filters, I will explain in the demo part. So let's get into the demo. Okay, what you see on your screen right now is a task list, or a simple task list that I created. And in this simple task list, I have multiple tasks. I have created these sample tasks called first task, second task, third task, fourth task. And each of these tasks have, actually they have multiple metadata fields, but the three metadata fields that I'm interested in are the task name, the day it is due, and which person this particular task is assigned to. So I have multiple tasks that are assigned to me, Faisal Akhtar, and I have a few tasks that are assigned to other people. But what usually ends up happening, and the purpose of the dynamic filters, and first I'm going to cover the me filter. The purpose of a dynamic filter or a me filter is as follows: that when a person logs into this task list, and let's say this task list had hundreds of items, in this case it only has 5 tasks, but let's say it had hundreds of tasks. What if that person was only interested in the tasks assigned to them? So right now I'm logged in as Faisal Akhtar, and there are, of the 5 tasks, there are 3 tasks that are assigned to me, specifically Faisal Akhtar. I would only be interested in probably the tasks that are assigned to me. So how can I create a view / filter this view so that I can only see items that are assigned to me? For one way to do it is I can go toward the assigned to field and filter it this way. What that will do is it'll only show items that are assigned to me. So only the 3 tasks that are assigned to me. So I'm going to clear this filter. But a better way of doing it is to create a view called an my tasks view. So I go to the list tab up here, and I change the view from the current view to the my tasks view. And when I do that, notice that the list filters out all task items that are not assigned to me, or specifically to Faisal Akhtar. But let's say, for argument's sake, that Mehdi Busaidi or Sharina Haydari were to come in and view this view called the My Tasks view. What would they see? Then Mehdi would see the task that is assigned to him, which is second task, and Sherry would see the task number 5, which is assigned to her. So they would only see one task each. But because I have 3 tasks assigned to me, Faisal Akhtar, that's how I see 3 tasks. So this is one use of the dynamic filter. And let me show you what it looks like. If you go under the list view and you click modify this view under my tasks view, you will see how this view is set up. There are only 4 fields that are displaying in the view. But this is the field that you're interested in, the show items only when the following is true. We're only interested in items where the assigned to field is equal to me. Meaning that whoever is logged in at the moment is going to be the person that it's going to check the assigned to field against. So if Faisal Akhtar is logged in and SharePoint finds a task that were assigned to Faisal Akhtar, then it'll display that task. But if that person is Mehdi or Sherry, then they only see that one task each. So that is how you use the me filter to dynamically change the view on the on the task list. Another dynamic filter that you can use, so I'm going to go back to the all tasks view here. Another dynamic view that you can use within a SharePoint list, or within any SharePoint list that has data, that has date fields in it, you can use the today filter. And what I mean by that is as follows. That what if I was only interested in tasks that were coming due today? So what I can do is I can say the due date and set the due date to, but a better way of doing it is to actually create a view called tasks due today. And as soon as I do that, it filters those tasks that are due today. And let me show you how this particular view works. So if I click on the modify view button and I say tasks due today, and in this view I also have only a single filter, but in this single filter I have the due date which is equal to today, so it is only going to show items where the due date is equal to today. So now if I click OK and I go back to the list, this particular item is due today. But if I go back to the all tasks list and if I were to change Sherry's task and edit it, and if I were to change the due date to today, which is the 22nd, and click save. Now if I were to go back to the list settings, my apologies, I'm a little sick today. That's why I keep clearing my throat. And I change the view again to tasks due today. Now the second task that is assigned to Sherry Haggerty is available for me to view. But now there's a problem. What if this list had a lot of tasks or a lot of data that had the due date field? And I was only interested in seeing the tasks that were assigned to me and due today, or assigned to me and past due, something like that. I'm going to first show you how to do the tasks that are assigned to me, but tasks coming due. So in this task list, I have created a view called the tasks coming due view. And obviously, sorry, I'm doing it the long way, but you can also use this three-dot filter to get to a different view. This view I have created for myself that it shows all tasks whose due date is equal to either today or whose due date is either today or greater than today, and whose tasks are also assigned to me. So these are the I would be personally be interested in. These are the tasks I would personally be interested in completing. And I will show you in this view how the today filter and the me filter I'm using in combination to create a filtered dynamic view. In this case, I'm doing it so that if the due date is greater than or equal to today and the task is assigned to me, I would like to see that task. And as soon as I do that, what this will do is it has created a view for me right here that shows me only tasks that are assigned to me and tasks that are due today or coming due in the future. But let's say that the date changes. Let's say tomorrow you were to check this task list. Do you think that you would see this first task, or would you not see this first task? You wouldn't see this first task even though you have not changed anything on the task itself, because the view itself is dynamic. The view changes based on the date of the due date specified based on today. So if the due date is in the past, this task will disappear from this view, and it'll start appearing in a different view called task past due. And in the tasks past due, I have specified a task name. The third task, and it's also a task view in which I'm filtering it only those tasks that are assigned to me. And this due date is in the past, and that's why it appears in red. And I will show you how I modified this view or created this view. When I go under modify view for this particular view, I scroll down and I find the list view settings. Show me items only when the following is true. Notice that I have said due date is less than today, and those are the tasks that will appear in this view that are past due. But what if I also wanted to show only those tasks that were past due and assigned to me? I say due date is less than today, and I say assigned to is equal to me, and I click OK. Notice this task did not disappear. The reason this task did not disappear is because I am still logged in as me. But if Sherry or Mehdi were to sign into this view and attempted to see tasks past due, the reason they wouldn't see anything is because they don't have any tasks assigned to them that are past due. So that is how you can use dynamic views, and specifically dynamic filters, including me filter and the today filter, to change the context of your views and to display only information that is relevant to you. Now, in a future video, I'm probably going to do even more dynamism and do calculated fields to add dynamic filtering to your views. I'll save that for a later video. So let's jump back to the PowerPoint. Okay. So in conclusion, we learned about the two dynamic filters, the me filter and today filter. If you would like a free trial of Office 365 and SharePoint Online, I'll provide a link in the description below. If you need any additional help, do send us an email at info@horaceTS.com for more information, or visit us online at horaceTS.com. And if you like this video, please click the like button. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them down below in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time.